Hello, I'm Dr. Alan Widener from Massage Chair Relief, and I welcome you to another customer interview today. Today we are meeting with Marc Perlman, who purchased an Infinity Riage massage chair from our Arizona store. Our manager there is Sean Kim, and that's who Marc had dealt with during the process. But Marc, welcome today. It's good to have you here.
Good to be here.
Thanks for making time to visit with me. I know a lot of people are a little trepidatious about being on a video or being recorded, but we appreciate your openness to doing so.
Not a problem.
Well, tell me a little bit about how you tell me a little bit about your search for massage chairs. Is it something you'd had before? Is it something you just recently started looking for?
We've had a couple of massage chairs, one from Sharp Image and one from Brookstone over the years. The last one they repurchased about 10 years ago, the remote does not work well, and I really can't control it the way I would like it. So
Oh,
started looking to see what was out there that I could replace it with. I ended up keeping the old one and getting something out of it, but I got as much as I could out of it.
what kind of features did you really appreciate about the other chairs that you had and that you were looking for in a new one?
Oh, well, I just where you can be relaxed. I don't know. The old one does not compare to the new one. I
Yeah,
mean, massage chairs have come such a long way over
yeah,
the past 10 years. So I was going there with an open mind and I was excited to see what you had.
yeah, yeah. It's a lot of there's a lot of chairs in that showroom, and it can be a little overwhelming if you're
And
familiar with massage chairs.
it was.
Yeah. Well, tell me what how'd you find us, and what your impression of was when you were at the store, like, and what chairs you liked, and just any your experience.
I think it was Google that it looked at massage chairs near me.
Oh
And
yeah,
when I looked at you and your website and the fact that you had a lot of benefits that I felt were important, you go there, you can spend up to 2 hours with Sean and no pressure. And I like that idea. So I was very excited to try different chairs to see which one would suit me the best.
so from the time you started looking to the time you got a chair, what was your buying cycle? Was it a week, 2 weeks?
A couple of weeks.
Couple weeks, yeah, that's pretty typical. It's odd though. Sometimes we get people coming back a year or two later saying, "All right, I'm ready to buy now," and it's taken that long, but it can be a long buying cycle. Now, did you have any? Do you have any? Before we began the interview here, you mentioned that you're quite active. You take a lot of walks, and you're taking good care of your body. Did you have any complaints like back pain or neck pain or headaches or anything that inspired you to get a massage chair in the first place?
Gee, is that it? Just the three things: backache, headache, and feet pain. I got arthritis. I've got neuropathy. Other than that, I'm very healthy.
Well,
My,
good. So it sounds like you needed a chair.
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, it's interesting because I think a lot of people think before they own a chair that it's just a little like a toy or just something to show the neighbors or whatever. But my goodness, when people's chairs break down, for a lot of people, it's panic time
I can
because
understand that. I can understand that definitely.
they need that chair every day.
Yes. In fact, I sleep in it.
Do you? Oh, that's right.
And the fact is that when I hike, and I realize now that my uh, legs, especially the legs itself, swell up. And I have a bunch of different the hiking shoes, and sometimes they're tight, sometimes they're not. And finally, so I looked at it and I decided it must be edema down there. So
Yeah.
I go on the chair at night and I raise it up, and it dissipates very quickly.
Really? So
So
it helps relieve you of the fluid buildup.
absolutely,
Boy,
absolutely,
that is nice.
yes. That I didn't buy that for that reason, but since I've had more problems with that, I was very gratified that it worked for that.
Have there been any other things that you noticed about the chair and how it affected your body than that you hadn't expected?
No, because I've had two other massage chairs in the past, so I had an idea what to expect.
Yeah.
But this machine was much more, it had more benefits and more bells and whistles, and I'm
Yeah.
excited to get it.
Well, like you said, they've come a long way. Chairs have come an awful long way, and they continue to innovate. Now, the reason I asked you if you'd noticed any other things about your health, you probably hadn't anticipated that a chair would make help drain the fluids in your legs. We get comments like that a lot. I sleep better, or my headaches are gone, or just generally less stressed, or whatever. So that's why I asked that question because oftentimes people get much more benefit than what they had originally
Yes.
chair for.
Yep.
Now, your experience with shopping, had you done a lot of online searching? Had you tried any other stores out? Or tried any other models out that we didn't carry?
No, I looked at them and I decided that well, your website was designed, no pressure. You can return it if necessary. You'll give us a lifetime warranty on the labor. I liked everything that I read, so I
Yeah.
felt compelled to, hey, I got to check it out.
Thank you. And your experience with the showroom, I take it, was
Oh,
reflected that
Sean was
thought.
great. Sean was great. He answered all my questions. We tried several of the machines, and
Yeah.
the one we ended up with here is the one that suited my needs the best.
Yeah. And I understand it took trying out one chair that didn't quite work for you. And
Yeah, unfortunately, with all my pains and stuff, I've got to be careful. Uh,
yeah,
so we returned that one, and that was such an easy return process.
yeah,
I went in, and that same day we got the new, that day or the next day we got it, the replacement. So
yeah.
without it, and it was great. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, it's a hassle. Dealing with returns is a hassle, and I talk about this all the time in my videos that make sure you try a chair out before you buy it, and make sure you understand what the return policy is, because you might buy a chair and realize right away that's not going to work, and if they're going to charge an arm and a leg to return it, it's going to be
Yep.
painful.
Yes. And the delivery people were great too. The whole process was great.
No, I'm glad to hear that. Very glad to hear it. Now, what kind of advice, based on your experience with massage chairs and shopping for them and looking for them, what kind of advice would you give to someone out here who's watching this that is looking for a chair?
Certainly try you, buy from you, and try the different shares and find out which is best for your needs.
Yeah. What we're this is a hard thing to answer
Okay.
because everybody's different, but um, why do you think it's so important to try these chairs out before you buy them?
Because you really don't know what to expect until you actually try it.
Yeah.
Maybe too hard for you. I said maybe harder to get in. You have what 20 different chairs there, and they range from I can say this from 4 or 5 thousand all the way up to well, custom is a 50, I believe, and I think you had a $30,000 one there. And it really it's important to get the right machine. And no matter what, your health is very important. Get the right machine that works for you.
Yeah. Is there anything about your chair or the chairs that you've had that you wish massage chairs would have?
Uh, Unfortunately, the bladder it kills me. No,
Yeah.
and I can't. I can isolate them, and I use them occasionally, but that's very hard for me.
The airbags.
Yeah, I wish I could use them more because I know they're beneficial.
Yeah. Even when you change the intensity down and compression down, it's still pretty
Oh
intense.
yes, oh yes, yeah. I have a pain syndrome that doesn't want to go away
Oh
for
man.
injuries over sports over the years, and I'm a male and I don't learn, and I keep on making the same mistake. That's me.
Yeah. Welcome to my world too, because to this day, I'm going to need a knee replacement here in the next number of months. And oh my gosh, I can't bend over like I used to be able to bend over. If I'm on
Yeah,
the ground with a grandkid and the phone rings or someone's at the door, it's going to take me some time to get up off the floor.
I know how that is.
Oh, I totally understand. Now, the as far as your frequency, so is a chair a thing that you use every day or a couple of times a day or
I use it at night. I sleep in it at night,
yeah. Oh, you
and
sleep in it.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
but the other health issues, so that helps me with that. Just being
Right. Well, I know when I first started selling massage chairs almost 21 years ago, that was one of the things I heard a lot of comments about was I sleep in my chair. Is there any way that I can keep the chair reclined, or is there any way that I can not, how do you recommend sleeping in a chair? And I had no idea because I'd never thought that a chair could be slept in or would want to be slept in. But yeah, a lot of people sleep in it because it helps them sleep.
yep, that is very true.
And then when it ends, it's like, and then it wakes you up and and you're back into your pain cycle again. But
When I do it, it stops and I stay in that position. I
yeah,
was able to stay in that position, and I may get up a couple of times during the night, but it worked well for me, and I'm very happy with it.
you're okay to stay in one position sleeping then on your back, eh?
It seems to be, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good. That's good. I'm a very restless sleeper. I'm always turning and tossing and turning, and I think that'd be difficult for me. But boy,
In a massage chair, you can't do that. You're in one
what's
position.
that?
In a massage chair, you can't toss and turn. You stay in a position, and hopefully it's a good position for you, and it seems to be okay for me.
Yeah. So does your wife use the chair too?
No, she used it a couple of times. She's not type to get. She doesn't like massages. In fact, I'm getting a 2 hour massage tomorrow, and the therapist has said, "You're not going to replace me, are you?" I said, "No, no. You're going to be extra."
Yeah, this is just extra. Well, and you know what? Massage is the kind of thing that you can benefit from
Yeah,
every day. And
yes.
the older we get, the more scar tissue we have to break down, the more motion we are restricted. And chairs do help increase all that stuff and improve all that stuff. So yeah, a chair is a great thing. And you told me that you're in your 80s. I'm shocked at how young you look and how active and vibrant you are. I think that's fantastic.
Amazing. People look at me, they don't realize I'm 82 and I'm hiking every day. We don't miss a day in the mountains. My wife
Yeah.
is more of an intrepid hiker than I am. She'll go on trails that I will not touch because too scary for me. But we do get the exercise out there, and maybe an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, and that's part of my life.
Yeah. Yeah. It becomes part of your healthy lifestyle. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yes.
Wholeheartedly. You know, the reason I asked about your wife, does your wife enjoy or use the chair? It's often, I've seen this and it's funny to me. People will come in and say, yeah, I'm here to get this chair for my husband. It's
Uh-huh.
for him. And then we find out that the wife uses it all the time. The husband never even gets time to use it. It's something that people typically, everybody seems to enjoy. And if you have visitors to your home, it certainly attracts visitors. Well, Mark, I think that's all I can think. Is there anything else that I haven't asked you about or anything you want to add?
What I liked very much about the massage chair that I have right now is that the foot rollers,
Yeah.
because I've got neuropathy down there and other issues, ligament issues and osteoarthritis down there. So I like that very much. That to me is one of the big selling points.
Really?
Bottom of your feet. Oh, yes,
No,
absolutely.
that's good. Anything else that comes to mind?
No, except I thank you. I'm glad I ended up going to your showroom because it worked out fantastically well.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. I don't get to meet a lot of the patients. That's my chiropractor in me talking. I don't get to meet a lot of the customers, so it's really nice for these interviews to meet you and hear your story and I love the opportunity. So thanks for taking time and visiting with me today.
Thank you, doctor.
You have a great day, Mark. We'll talk to you again.
Take care. Bye.
See you. You too. Bye bye.